All right, this heat wave, a long time coming today, just about the same as yesterday as far as our warmth. A couple of places went up a degree, a couple of places went down a degree here in Flagstaff. 62, 1 down from yesterday. Sedona 73. I believe that's 2 up from yesterday. Prescott the same, and pretty much everybody just within a degree or 2 of yesterday's warm readings. We'll call this seasonably warm weather with temperatures hanging, right around 10 degrees above average. We always get to an average temperature for a day. Well, sometimes it's 10 degrees warmer and sometimes it's 10 degrees cooler. Very rarely is it on average, and that's how we come up with an average number. You start getting 15, 20 degrees warmer or cooler, then I start calling it unseasonably warm or cool. So we'll call it seasonable warmth out there today at 62 degrees. Still the warmest days we've seen since last fall. Feeling mighty good. Record high 73 degrees set back on this day, and I missed the date. I was a little trigger happy. Okay, here's a look at the wide picture for us. This is the whole Pacific Ocean here. Here we are in Arizona, the red dot indicating Flagstaff. Here's all this high cirrus cloud cover that's kind of been on the increase throughout the day today. These clouds way up there, like 30,000 feet, made of little tiny ice crystals versus the lower clouds that are, down around 3,000 feet, which really don't show up on the infrared satellite as much because this measures the heat. And so the colder the cloud tops is where these algorithms start putting in the color. And that's what we see on infrared satellite imagery. So a lot of high cirrus clouds streaming in out of the subtropics, and our whole kind of air mass coming out of the southwest, very mild air mass, high pressure in place. Now, it's this area of low pressure. This is going to start making its way inland, well to the north of us here in Arizona, but it's going to mean some breezy temperatures and a gradual cooling trend here as we get into the latter half of the work week. We're going to continue with these partly cloudy skies, even mostly cloudy here for the next 24 hours or so before they start to clear out and we see some more sunshine later in the week. All right, current look outside right now. There's a look at those high clouds streaming overhead above the beautiful San Francisco peaks. 57 degrees outside right now in Flagstaff at Pulliam Airport. Winds out of the southwest at 14, mostly cloudy skies. When we have cloudy skies, I talk about it all the time. I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but it's kind of interesting. It means a warmer overnight temperatures. When we have a clear night, the radiation we receive from the sun at the surface, it gets lost right off to space during the overnight with no clouds, and we're much colder on a clear night. When we have the clouds, some of that radiation that leaves gets re-radiated back at us, and therefore our nights are much more on the mild side. And these high clouds, believe it or not, are much more efficient at keeping us insulated and mild than the low clouds are. So tonight, we're going to go with an overnight low of 34 degrees, and that's quite a bit warmer than where we were yesterday on a partly cloudy night at 27 degrees. If there was no clouds tonight, we would definitely be down into the low mid-20s. Okay, for tomorrow, mostly cloudy and 61 degrees. Now, the clouds during the daytime blocking the sunshine. If there was no clouds, I'd say we'd be at 65 degrees, but blocking the sun out there tomorrow. It'd also be breezy. Those breeze picking up throughout the day tomorrow continues into Thursday before the breeze kind of backs off. We're kind of borderline breezy, windy, and winds gusting up around 30 miles per hour. Typical springtime stuff. 76 tomorrow in Sedona, 71 Payson, 77 Winslow, 72 Tuba City. Here's a look at the extended forecast. A little bit of the ups and downs of spring, as I mentioned earlier. We've been in the low 60s here. Temperatures gradually cool down, although really still hanging a few degrees above average for this time here. A bit breezy, and on the cool side, mid-50s here, getting into late week, early weekend, and then temperatures back on the rise late weekend into early next week.